Tell Sexyy Red, little old ain't nothing but a calm bucket.
She posted a few videos going viral natural, and she got a great feedback.
That ain't got nothing to do with her being contaminated.
No. You said that you want to see her perform without her lace front, and that was a response to you.
She didn't perform, she ain't get on stage and do that. She did it in the car. Get your ass on stage and do it. That car get on stage and do it, and let's see if you can do it that confidently. It's easy to do it right there. Get on stage with that natural nappy hair with that same other confidence you do with that European hair. I bet you can't do it.
Everything that's easy, people participate with. But to buy a ticket, park your car, and show up, that's something different.
Yes, it is.
And then people know it's trash. They know it's trash. So to actually spend your money, go there, parking on average is $40. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Park and sit down in that atmosphere. That's different than just being online looking crazy, acting crazy.
That's true.
It's like
A show canceled in Seattle, Washington. Tomorrow, Portland, Oregon. The next day, Saturday, Atlanta, Georgia. And then again on the 26th, Oakland, California.
I'll tell you why she canceled it. Because y'all didn't buy the tickets. You didn't buy the tickets. And that's because she don't have a real fan base.
You don't gotta buy Ratchet. You can see Ratchet every single day. You don't have to go buy that at a concert. you can sing the song and be just as ratchet as her and feel like you Sexyy Red.
Any broad that's running around bragging about getting raw dog, that little old ain't nothing but a calm bucket. Everybody calming in it. It's a calm bucket.
Who's Sexyy Red's audience? Ratchet, baby mamas, degenerates. When you see 40% sold, these are pre-sold tickets. For every artist, other than the ones who have sold out shows, like every show is sold out, they usually expect about 30 to 35% of their tickets to be sold at the gate. Yo, a lot of times people don't have a lot of money to be like, I'm gonna commit to buying a Sexyy Red concert ticket for next month.
She made music for girls that hit. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's easy.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting at home doing it. But to show up for somebody, that's different.
That's a lot of effort. You have to really be into that person.
Yeah.
It's easy, brothers and sisters, to thought it up, but it's much harder to entertain. One more time for the slow people in the back. It's easy to thought it up, but it's much harder to entertain. I want you to understand something. A lot of people think that being entertaining, engaging, and just is simple, but it's not.
So she just what it is. She what she promotes, she ain't too good for it. She just got a career that's going there, some music, because it slow down and she can't keep up. That's what she gonna be right back at if she can't figure it out.
What she know. It's what she attracted to.
As an artist, how do you balance out, like, we gotta get to the bag now versus, like, you have a vision for your career and what that thing looks like, right?
I'm patient. I know what I'm capable of, so, like, it's just gonna take them to notice. Like, so I'm just keep doing me, like, I'm patient. But like he said, you do feel when you falling off and you just gotta get back in mode and you keep going, you feel that. You feel like, okay, I'm back, like.
How you know if you falling off that track?
If I don't keep doing the same that I was doing, like, to keep me where I was and then get dry, you could just tell, like, you ain't having motion or something, like. And it be boring too. So it's like you need to stay busy and do something.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to take you on a journey sure to anger struggle rappers and their fans alike. That's right, no cappage here. The tour dates are getting canceled. However, the cope from the peanut gallery is extreme. As always, we can only promise to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a very bitter pill to swallow. So sometimes you need to close your face and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go. At times, you could tell the quality of an artist by the quality of the fan base that they attract. And Sexyy Red is nothing but a dumpster juice cellar dweller, and their fans, the fans of the music who profess to be the hoochie babies, they are absolutely some of the lowest common denominator that you can think of. They're always in the comments saying, how dare you call her a struggle rapper? A struggle rapper is somebody who can't really sell tickets or concert seats. A struggle rapper is somebody who first week sells struggle. Indeed, this is somebody without any substance and real fan base, but somehow the machine pushes them in a way that is to fool you through the algorithms of social media to make you think that they're really popping. But the truth is, Sexyy Red was really not popping. What she had was a cosign, and you fools fell right into the trap, as evidenced by the West Coast leg of her tour being canceled very quietly.
So her fans are reacting to it. So Seattle was canceled, Portland, Oregon, and Oakland, California. Now, I'm not surprised about Seattle or Portland, but Oakland, that's interesting. But she's still rocking out in Atlanta. So some fans are reacting. Someone saying, "Bit, I'm trying so hard not to curse Sexyy Red out. Bit, why this old cancel her show out here? Sexyy Red canceled her Seattle show. Sexyy Red, bit, why would you cancel your show in Oakland with the funk? Why did Sexyy Red cancel her Seattle show? I was so excited for Thursday. Sexyy Red canceling her Seattle show confirms summer is over." So some fans are upset. People are assuming that it had to be canceled due to low sales. And that made me just think of this right here, you know. So there's an article that WSL put out, and it reiterates some points that I've been making for the longest. Despite being so relevant on social media and in blogs, a lot of these female rappers are not that relevant in the actual music world. You feel me? From true consumers of music, their market share is over exaggerated.
Nothing about this is dope. So normal songs, that ratchet ghetto shit still finds a way to make it really relatable. This is a reach. This don't even sound like a song you was going in there to make on your own. This don't sound like a song that's supposed to happen when you've seen as much success as she has seen with her music already. This is a mess.
In other words, she's willing to use her platform and influence to promote destructive agenda in exchange for money and fame. That's why her music went left real fast.
This sounds like now I'm with some people who are now giving me instruction on how to be ratchet.
Some label exec thinks that this is the pulse of the culture. I think this is insulting.
We're gonna try to keep this going as long as we can, but I don't think they already have any long-term ideas or plan for this artist. They have a set thought process that this is only gonna last for a short amount of time. If these people are dumb enough to give us this money, we're gonna take it. And I think they're taking it, man. And I think that's the case with Sexyy Red as far as, you know, some of these tour spots that they think that she's not ready for.
Larry, whoever the is behind this ain't gonna work. Y'all gonna make her City Girls part, whatever.
But much faster.
Yeah, quick.
Way much faster.
Y'all gonna get her out of here. That ain't gonna work.
I think only in about 5 years we can actually tell exactly if she's really made it or not.
You notice there's no rollout and announcement for that. And the truth is the truth. It's only canceled because she couldn't sell tickets. Her fans, the lowest common denominator, people who profess to love her music, that she is the best, that she is something that they've never seen before, a breath of fresh air, the realness, well, they don't exist either because they're not real. Or they're just real broke. Or they really wasn't going to shell out that money for those real concert tickets. Because we all know that it's not really the show that they're into, it's the spectacle. And what has really happened is that people have got tired of the spectacle of degeneracy. People have gotten tired of the spectacle of the lowest common denominator representing women in a way that's absolutely horrible. People get sick of that stuff. They're throwing shoes at concert. They're throwing beer cans, tomato cans. They're doing anything to get away from this. At one point, we have to wake up. At one point, people grow up and they look at each other and say, man, was I really on that mess? Yes, you were. But guess what? The one thing that people love to do is forget about their past. One thing that people love to do is never admit what they like. Not one person from my generation will tell you that they were a huge Spice Girls fan, but they sold millions of copies. Not one person 10 years from now is going to say they love Sexyy Red, but she was streaming, wasn't she? You see, it all comes full circle now, doesn't it?
Just because she has hit records, just because she got the Drake cosign, which isn't that much right now, but just because she got the streaming and all that, I told you to pay attention to her first week record sales. Sexyy Red, the In Sexy We Trust album, sold like 27,000 units, equivalent album units the first week.
So I want you guys to think about how far the music industry is falling. When I was in the music industry and when I was producing music and I was working for people, if you sold 27,000 copies the first week, everybody would get fired who was in charge of that project. Everybody, the A&Rs would be out. The project managers will be out. I mean, man, you're supposed to sell 27,000 units in your hometown, bruh.
These people that they signing are not artists or musicians. When you caught one song, that was enough for your year. Today, the shelf life on 2 records is nothing. There's no reason she should be in this position coming off the Drake record and coming off the Drake tour. She should not have to put this out.
Too Short sold 500,000 copies out of his trunk over 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yes. Master P, before he got on, had sold 50,000 copies out of his trunk. So selling 27,000 units means you're streamed a lot. But what's really propelling Sexyy Red, what's really propelling Ice Spice is money, marketing, the same thing that propelled
shaking.
The same thing that propelled Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a huge machine.
He told me that it didn't matter because she does shows and all this. I'm like, yeah, if she does, if it's a festival, she comes out and performs, and I done already paid $200, $300, $400 to see other acts, and Sexyy Red with a hot single, what's it, Sexyy, and Get It Sexy, is she performing? Hell yeah, why not? I already done paid for it. I didn't pay to see her, but she's already on the bill, just like One Music Fest.
Even like Ice Spice, she's not going to headline a show by herself. She can go to a festival, and she could be a part of a festival. So you could package her up with this 304 rapper, that 304 rapper, and some real headliners, and then she can get on like that. It's just like how there was that big successful show after Drake brought out Sexyy Red.
But some people are saying that she sold out some of these places before. You know, so they're wondering what's the problem right now, what's going on. Some people are just chalking that to the economy, saying ain't nobody got no bread to be giving that for Sexyy Red. That folks are saying. But all I'll say is, it's obvious that these artists aren't as relevant as we think they are.
We already know it's fake it till you make it.
Right.
So people don't even care about the sales. It's more of the perception that she's famous and she's influential.
Yeah.
And so her internet fame is kind of keeping her relevant and still alive. So you'll see a lot of people, all of her people that support her will say like, oh no, she's big in other ways.
They are still influencers. So if you have an issue, if your issue with them is that their persona or their mystique or whatever they have going on may influence people to be negative like them in your eyes, then that problem still may persist, because there is a lot of people that's on social media that can still be influenced by them, not even understanding that they ain't bringing in, you know, good long-term money. They still gonna want to be like them because they don't see beyond the smoke and mirrors.
You know, your polite savages, I was having a conversation with a record label executive the other day, a sister who's 100% class, and she told me something that startled me when I first heard it. She said she is so happy that the industry is actually getting wise to acts like Sexyy Red and Sukihana. She doesn't shade any ladies for making their money, but one thing that she did tell me is that they are absolutely not a representation of black women in America. She also, because she works internationally, working with Canada, the UK, Africa, and Asian markets, being a general manager and all, that the image has suffered.
When it comes to the ratchetness, and it's not a good look for black women. It just ain't a good look. And as a black man, you know, I don't like it, you know, and they try to come at, you know, us black men that come at, you know what I'm saying, say something about her, but like, bro, we the ones that actually care about how y'all look out here. And to see that so many people have picked up on what she putting down, nasty word.
You see, we try to tell you folks all the time, and a lot of you folks say ignorant things like, well, if I'm not going overseas or I'm never going to go overseas, that they don't care. And I toured Japan for 2 months. And what happened in those 2 months in 1992? Only thing people knew in 1992 was Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan. That's what they thought black people were. So they thought all black people could dance and do the moonwalk and play basketball. But what you don't understand is that these people from overseas are getting imported here. That's right. The people from India, they are your boss. Work in the tech industry and you'll see people from Africa, India, Asia, and Europe all representing upper management. And what are they going to do? They are prejudging you on a spot. Oh yes, that fake diversity has nothing to do with your chances of actually getting hired when you walk in there and they look at you as a representation of Booty Hole Brown. We need to really take care of our image. So I'm really glad that we're wising up. Cancel these tour dates and moving on. We have to be really real and understand the consequences of the actions that's being pushed to us. When we don't reject the foolishness, the coonery, the shucking and jiving, what we do is we accept it. That's why we stay kicking her back in. And we shall continue to rock the mic. You dig?
I'm listening to the music, I'm seeing the way she presents herself, and it's not that she don't know better, it's what she's comfortable with doing and what she want to put out. Because I'm not knocking Sexyy Red. I do want us to be a little more sensible when it comes to the censorship Cause these babies listening to this. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for listening to the Tip Network. Follow us on all social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Scotty and Grover. Peace.
We found true happiness.